So, we are still in the wake of the Kendrick versus Drake aftermath of the beef. One of the most legendary hip-hop beefs of all time. Definitely the most legendary beefs of the last decade. I can't think of anything that could rival that except, Nas versus Jay-Z. Or, Eminem versus MGK, but that was more MGK paying tribute to Eminem, and Eminem just slam dunking on that little ass nigga, and MGK still having a career. But other than that, Drake is sad. I think Drake is gonna just get residual L's for the rest of his career because, music is evergreen, and that's just how music works. The only thing that Drake can do is just continue to make good music. Outpace the L's, because you're going to people are going to continue to bring this up. People are going to continue to bring up your L's. They're going to continue to bring up how Kendrick slam dunked on you, because people played your diss tracks in the club and on the radio. You can't sweep that under the rug like it didn't fucking happen. Just make good music, make #1 hits, make another summer bop, and just keep pushing forward. Just keep pushing forward. Make your own music. Get rid of all your ghostwriters and just make good music, nigga. That's your job. Your job is to make hits. Get back to your job, nigga. Get back to work, nigga. So yeah, that's all he has to do. That's all he ever had to do. Just get back into the lab and make good bops. But if he can't do that, then suffer, nigga. Other than that, yeah, Drake can be sad all he fucking wants. But anyways, let's get into it.
Yeah. So at this point, we're officially a month removed from the climax of the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. Kendrick, he has mostly been silent, other than an appearance that he made back in his hometown.
He doesn't have
Compton,
to say shit.
Where he gave a surprise speech during
Victors
a
don't have to
at
talk
Compton's
shit.
Community College.
I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of the city of Compton. I'm proud of Compton College. Y'all had a lot of hardship.
He a real ass nigga too.
Not only in your house, in your communities, but most importantly within yourself. And that's the toughest thing to overcome. When I walk out in these cities and these countries, I could be proud and say this is where I'm from.
Other than that, it has been radio.
Is Drake doing that? Is Drake going to colleges, giving motherfuckers, new graduates motivation? Is Drake doing that? No. It just, come on, bro. It just lets you know they're different philosophies. It was a clashing of two different lifestyles, bro. This was bigger than just a rap beef. It was two different lifestyles, two different ways of life, bro.
Silence from the victor of this beef, but for Drake you could pretty much say the exact opposite. He has been back to posting his sassy captions on Instagram. First we got
why are
this
you on
gem where he
Instagram,
says that
nigga?
the only yes man around him is his Rolex dealer. He also took some time to hit the Dallas Mavericks with the classic Drake curse. And he also posted this photo at his son's soccer game of himself, saying that goats don't worry about one-trick ponies. To me, this post, along with everything else Drake has done since waving the white flag, has the same energy as a woman who got broken up with and keeps posting onto her Instagram story that she swears she's not hurt. She swears she's out having fun at the club. Maybe she posts some messages she's gotten from thirsty guys in her
Why
DMs.
is this nigga so zesty? Stop being zesty, Drake.
She apparently could care less about. The other thing about this photo is that Drake is seemingly wearing the same outfit that Kendrick wore on the cover of Mr. Morale. And while some might just see this as a big coincidence, I feel like when it comes to Drake, everything is very intentional. Also, who's out here letting Drake around kids? I hope his buddy Baca isn't around. People also speculated that the caption here was obviously a dig at Kendrick, with a reference to an old movie called One Trick Pony, where the premise reads, Jonah is a once popular folk rock musician trying to
see, now y'all doing too much. Now everything he says,
record company executive and Italian
not everything has to have
at
meaning.
the same time, he's trying to save his failing marriage.
See, now that's the problem. That's the problem with Drake now. Everything he says has to have meaning now. He can't just bullshit anymore. Everything he says has to mean something. That's why he has to make hits. He has to distract people from the rap beef. That's why you got to make hits so people can get off your ass. Get off Instagram and get in the fucking booth, nigga. So they can get their minds off of this shit. Because that's where their minds are at. You know what I mean? Like, you don't give a fuck because you're rich as fuck. You can go fuck a Colombian, import a Colombian bitch, fuck her all day. But your audience wants to know how you feel, nigga. You can go to Disneyland with your son, Adonis. But your audience wants to know. You know what I mean? Like, are you gonna get back into the beat? So you have to know your audience, my nigga. So now they're finding meaning in all your fucking words where there isn't no fucking meaning. You're just shooting the shit. And you're digging yourself deeper into a fucking grave. When you should have handled your fucking business when you should have. So now they're finding a fucking movie and it's just like, no, you know what I'm saying? So just make more music or shut the fuck up. Those are your two options. Make more music or shut the fuck up. You have two options, but get the fuck off Instagram, bro. You can't speak anymore. That's really how niggas feel. Either you make more music or shut the fuck up at this point.
So I guess that's the angle that he seemingly still wants to run with, is like bad husband Kendrick. Like at this point, Drake is putting more thought into his Instagram post and outfits than he did his final response.
Make more music or shut the fuck up.
From his Instagram page, as well as every other post involving this beef. To many people, this was him officially bowing out.
Make more music or shut the fuck up. I thought it was J. Cole
who was saying that he might delete later, but it's looking like Drake is going to take that path as well. Now, speaking of Drake's best diss, Family Matters, which is actually very good, we did get some intel into how Kendrick was basically waiting for Drake to drop a track so that he could step all over it with Meet the Grams, and of course,
you just gotta make more music, my nigga.
Like Us.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna give you some real insight as you hearing this first. They drop Family Matters, and I text him. I'm like, "This ain't it." He's like,
"At all."
I'm like, "This ain't gonna get it." I was like, "Man, it's time to step on his head." He was like, "Say less." I'm thinking we just text. It ain't nothing deep like that. It's. Right. I go to the bathroom. I come back. The motherfucking song is uploaded. I text him like, "Nigga, you already." He's like, "Man, I've been waiting for this nigga to drop something."
That's why you can't fuck with a nigga like that.
He didn't even know what he was going against, man. Drake shot a video and all this shit, man.
Went
that boy was at the
Dodge
crib.
Caravan.
Boom, boom. You listen.
Suck the life out of the whole moment for Drake.
Sometimes you just gotta know what to do and what not to do.
So as many predicted, Kendrick had that song waiting
and
on
he
deck,
still got clips in the chamber. You leave niggas like that alone,
that everyone
bro.
and their mothers have been dancing to.
Just make more music, Drake.
And yes, I know Drake.
Just leave niggas like that
alone,
alone, Drake. Just make more music and shut the fuck up.
But the optics of this, to me, have done damage to his career that he can never really brush under the rug. You got kids dancing along to this song, and college bands playing it in unison at pep rallies.
That's crazy!
In contrast, Drake would make an appearance at a pool party where he would look incredibly uncomfortable as they played his older record with Sexy Red. Now let's be honest, had the DJ decided to play Not Like Us, yes, it would have been a legendary moment, but I feel like that night, he would have been murdered by Drake and his team. We know this is a fact because his in-house producer and right-hand man, Novio 40, allegedly threatened a Toronto DJ named DJ Cypher Sounds after he decided to play the Not Like Us record in Toronto.
So I'm in Toronto, I get a DM from 40. He said, how about I go to your city and play a song where someone calls you a... And he goes, I knew you never liked us. You act nice, but you're really a bitch. When I see you, I'm gonna smack you in the mouth.
So you know
this nigga
his
can't
camp
even
is
go
also
outside
feeling the heat.
no more.
Either way, the crowd here looks completely dead, as most of them stare at Drake as if he's some sort of animal at the zoo. Also, wearing those baggy-ass denim jeans in the Houston, Texas heat is certainly a choice.
This nigga
yes, Drake, we know you got swamp
nigga,
ass.
you killing the vibes now. Because it's like, you killing the vibes, my nigga. Niggas can't get lit because it's like, yo, you fucking up the vibes. Drake is here, and I don't wanna get caught up in no shit with him. You fucking up the vibes now. It's more fun to slam dunk on you than to get lit with you, bruh. Like the whole world. You know what I'm saying? That's you fucking up the fun now, bro. It's more fun to fuck with you than it is you know what I mean, Drake? That's why you gotta make more hits so niggas can fuck with you, man. You gotta get ahead of this shit. You gotta make more hits, bro. That's your only way out. Cause Not Like Us is a bop. I dance to that shit.
And somehow, even a
you
month
fucking
later,
up the
Drake's
vibes,
biggest
nigga.
fans are still coping and scrambling for him, trying to make up false narratives.
You just
Several
gotta
of
make
his
more. You
biggest
gotta
dick
get
rider
back in the
pages have
fucking
attempted
lab,
to
nigga.
get these stories
That's
off the ground,
That's
claiming
it,
that Kendrick
bro.
also used ghostwriters in the past. You know, after they were embarrassed by all those different reference tracks.
Even to this credit, I feel like you're still battling these ghostwriting rumors and this type of thing.
I pulled my weight when it came to my pen. It wasn't like I needed somebody to facilitate, entire ideas. We worked together. Anybody that knows me knows that my strongest talent is writing. And any song that really, really did damage for me, I've wrote every single lyric.
Stick to these niggas. Stick to these bitches. Hire shooter. You ready to be bitches.
But in the end, these attempts were a failure, as it was quite obvious that Kendrick was the one making reference tracks for other people. In this situation, it was specifically for fellow TDE member J-Rock, and there was also this page trying to say that Jhené Aiko wrote a verse for Kendrick as well, but this was also quickly debunked with a simple Google search of that song. Like, she literally went back and made her part of the song better after Kendrick sent his verse. I don't know, it's just hilarious to me that these people who are trying to defend Drake always end up in turn making Kendrick look even better, and it's like he hasn't even had to say anything for over a month and he's still somehow winning. In terms of more behind the scenes intel, Elliot Wilson, who has been Drake's very trusted friend for years, like he gave him that exclusive interview, now took to the Joe Budden podcast to say this.
No!
Nigga send me a rat emoji. Cause I think he started to think like Venice, like Kendrick's in Venice, you're in Venice, like.
But you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration.
So I had to view it like I'm just really against him. So when he dropped Family Matters, it was just like, I was like, yo, you dropping this tonight? He'd be back like, yeah, whatever, LOL, like, da-da-da. And then he sent me a rat emoji, and I'm like, I hit him with the 50 Cent. I was like, what the shit me for? Like, bro,
God damn.
But I didn't like that
This
shit.
nigga
Don't send
can't-
me a fucking rat emoji.
This nigga
So by
can't
him
trust
sending
nobody.
Elliot that emoji, obviously that's his way of calling him a rat, and it's also alluding to the idea that he was the mole in his camp that he swore he did not have on the Heart Part 6. And not only is he admitting that there's a mole in his camp, a double agent if you will, but he still does not know who it is. And that's apparently not even the only person who Drake has problems with behind the scenes, as academics would let us in on a little secret that there's another massive rapper in the game who has collaborated with Drake in the past on a massive hit who also hates him.
Yo, I found out Drake has an op that none of us know. That is a huge rapper that we all think is his friend. I mean,
Is it
y'all
Lil
guessed it,
Yachty?
like, is he and him cool? But we're like, no, they got big records together. No, that nigga hates him too. I'm like,
Is it Lil Yachty?
So of course everyone speculated that that was Travis Scott, who obviously has sicko mode under his belt where Drake has an iconic verse. Look, all I'm saying
Is it Lil
don't be
Yachty?
surprised when we see other rappers now start popping off and taking shots at Drake while he's at his most vulnerable.
Because he done made a lot of music with a lot of
Lastly,
big names.
Drake would also release that garbage parody of Hey There Delilah, which was just god-awful.
Why'd he do
Like,
that?
I don't even care if it's a parody. Seeing people like
You
Maul
can't
try to
make-
put his cape on.
You
to
are
defend
not
it.
in a position to make parody music. You have to make bangers. Get the fuck off Instagram and make bangers, or we will continue to clown you. Or shut the fuck up. Those are
This
your
shit
only
of a
options.
song is hilarious.
Why wouldn't we like
it's a
this with a little
classic.
bit of drill sprinkled into it a little bit?
Where's the drill?
There's no drill, Maul. It's an acoustic
Lyrics
guitar.
a little bit.
But I want to know what you guys think about these updates in the situation down below. Do you think that Drake will ever mention Kendrick by name on a song ever again? Or
He
do you
can't.
think he would just stick
He
to
gotta
the
leave that
subliminals?
nigga alone.
I really think that he realized he was not built for this. And you know, someone like Kendrick still has several more tricks under his belt.
He got two.
if Drake does
Leave
wanna
that
take
nigga
it there.
alone.
Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today.
Even since the beef, he's had time. Think about this. Even during the beef, he had bullets in the chamber, right? And Kendrick the type of nigga to perfect the diss tracks he's already had. You don't think the diss tracks he's already have, like Batman with the contingency plans on the Justice League, he's not perfecting his contingency plans? The diss tracks that he already has, he's probably perfecting them bar for bar, syllable for syllable. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta leave that nigga the fuck alone, bro. And just make hits. That's all I got to say. Sorry, Drake. Just shut the fuck up or make bangers. That's it. That's it.